How's it going, everyone? Mountainspyder here, bringing another episode in the Pokemon TCG series. And today I'm going to continue going through the old theme decks and just to have first impressions of them. If you've seen any of these previous videos, don't expect super overpowered decks. The purpose of this is to kind of see how far TCG has come. And just like that old nostalgia feeling of going back to the old type decks. And just seeing how they perform. So I got a few comments recently about this Mountainspyder deck and that I should try and take a look at it. So, let's pick it up, and let's see what all this talk is about. So, purchase, and let's have a look at these cards. I'll probably jump into 2 or 3 games against people. It's just a bit more interesting that way. Alright, let's see. I'm liking it already. Any grass deck, I'm happy to play. So, Kricketot, 50 HP for beat. It's not terrible. The HP is a little bit on the low side, but it's not terrible. The 2 energies is a bit awkward. Cricketune is 80 HP. Entrancing Melody. Flip a coin if hit the defending Pokemon is now confused. That is a great ability. Like, anytime you can get confusion out, it's fantastic. So, not bad, not bad. And then Fury Cutters, 20 damage plus. Flip 3 coins. If one of them is heads, this attack does 20 damage plus 20 more damage. If 2 of them are heads, this attack does 20 damage plus 40 more damage. If all of them are heads, this attack does 20 damage plus 100 damage. That's actually a really cool ability. Now, knowing my luck, I'll probably only ever deal 40 damage with this. But I mean, if you can swing in for 120 damage, that is not bad. Especially considering on these older type decks. This is from Heart Gold and Soul Silvers. So it's not terribly old, but still, I mean, that's pretty cool. Is it a one-off in the deck? Ah, it's a one-off in the deck. I really would have liked 2 of those. It's pretty cool. Because I quite like that Entrancing Melody. Alright. Yanma. Pokebody, Free Flight. If Yanma has no energy attached to it, Yanma's retreat cost is 0. That's actually really cool for Yanma. As a first active Pokemon, I could really get behind this. Because you drop it down as your first active. If it's in a good situation, you kind of stick with it. But if you don't want it there, you just don't attach any energies to it and you retreat it out when you don't want it. Which is fantastic. I mean, I am very happy with that. And there's 2 of, which means it's viable to get out as first active. Yanmega is 90. Shoot Through. Deals 20 damage. Does 10 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. It's not bad. It's something. Being able to hit the bench is always worthwhile. So it's something. Not much in terms of damage, but it's something. You might just need that extra 10 damage for a win. I know I have. So it's not bad. And then U-turn. Switch on Mega with one of your benched Pokemon. For 3 energies, that's a bit expensive. If that was 2, I would be alright with that. But 3 energies, that's a bit expensive. So I don't know. That shoot through is really, really good though. I can see myself using that a lot more often than U-turn. Psyduck. How many of those in the deck? 2 Yanmegas, so that's not bad. That's not bad. Alright, Psyduck is 60 HP for Tripping Headbutt. Flip a coin. Man, I'm loving this deck already. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. If tails, this attack does 30 damage to one of your Pokemon. So you can hit your bench with this. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I know I'm going to deal more damage with this to myself than to my opponent, so I'm not a fan of that. Golduck, another Pokebody, which is quite interesting. 90 HP. Really cool card art. Really cool card art. When it swims at full speed using its long webbed limbs, its forehead somehow begins to glow. I like the card art though. It's very different for Golduck. Really, really cool. Natural Remedy Pokebody. Whenever you attach a water energy card from your hand to Golduck, remove 2 damage counters from Golduck. Ooh, that's nice. Now, like, granted, it's only got 90 HP. But that's a really cool Pokemon ability. It's basically like the Healing Scarf for free. And then Powerful Splash does 30 damage. Does 30 damage plus 10 more damage for each energy attached to all of your Pokemon. Each water energy attached to all of your Pokemon. Pretty cool Golduck. Like a mid-game to late-game Golduck seems pretty viable. Again, only 1 of in the deck. I really would have liked to see 2 of those. Very, very cool Golduck. Pretty interesting card so far. I'm liking this deck. Let's see. This is what we're here for. Swinub, 60 HP for 10 and 20. Your basic Pokemon, nothing special there. Pillow-Swine. There's 2 of in the deck for 100 HP. Blizzard. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 10 damage to each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. If tails, the attack does 10 damage to each of your benched Pokemon. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. You kind of got the Golduck there who can just take a bit of damage and then heal it up automatically. So it's not bad. Blizzard's interesting. again, you can put damage on your opponent's bench, which is really, really powerful. And then Hammer In is 4 energies. I don't think I'll ever use that for 60 XP. 60 damage. I'll get there eventually. Yeah, I don't know about the Hammer In, but the Blizzard is not bad. The Blizzard is interesting. And Mountainspyder, only one off, unfortunately. But hey, 140 HP, so very, very tanky, which is good to see. Icy Wind, 3 energies for 40 damage, but the defending Pokemon is now asleep, which is very powerful. Special conditions in the theme format are very, very powerful, just because there aren't many ways to deal with them. So Icy Wind is very good. And then Snowstorm for 4. Does 20 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. Interesting. So you kind of wanted to get an attack off first with Pillow-Swine, with Blizzard, making sure your opponents have damage counters on them. And then once you got that damage off, then you want to evolve into Mamoswine and go for the Snowstorm and just kind of just run through them with that. Very interesting. And the nice thing is the weakness here is Steel, which is not that common. And there's 2 of them in the deck, which is really, really good. Alright, interesting. Not bad. Not bad. I'm seeing a lot of Pokemon here, so I'm a little bit concerned about this, but so far, really, really good Pokemon. Bellsprout, 40 HP, whew, very low. Switch, the defending Pokemon with one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So Inviting Scent is not bad, but only 40 HP. And it still does damage to itself. Okay. Weeping Bell, Poison Powder, the defending Pokemon is now poisoned, not bad. And Corrode Target? Flip a coin. If heads, look at your opponent's hand, choose 1 card and discard it. Interesting. I'll give it interesting. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say good, but I would definitely say interesting. Poison Powder, it's a special condition, it's always good. The thing is, if Corrode Target was guaranteed, like if it wasn't flip a coin, I'll be super down for it. Because, I mean, you can just eliminate your opponent's win cons. I mean, you're playing against Unseen Depths, you just take out Empoleon. It's great. You're playing against Soaring Storm, you just take out the Dragonites. Great. So it's a really, really powerful ability. But it's a 50-50% chance. Yeah, I don't know. It could be super clutch. It could be super, super clutch if your opponent hasn't set up yet. I don't know. It's got potential. What's that card art? I love it because it's so dopey. Tentacle, 60 HP for Gentle Wrap. The defending Pokemon can't retreat during opponent's next turn. Not bad. It's decent. And then Tentacle. I love the card art. 90 HP for Tentavolve. If Tentacle evolved from Tentacle during this turn, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed and poisoned. That is awesome. That is really good. And then Hyper Beam. Flip a coin of heads, discard an energy card attached to the defending Pokemon. Man, this Tentacle is actually pretty badass. Like, honestly, like, looking at this Tentacle, I was kind of on the fence, like, is this family going to be worth it? But taking a look at this Tentacle is actually pretty good. Yeah, man. I mean, like, Tentavolve is awesome if you get it off. And Hyper Beam, 50% chance of just messing your opponent up. A lot of coin flipping in this deck, which I'm concerned about, but very, very cool so far. Venonat, 50 HP, Life Leech. Remove from Venonat the number of damage counters equal to the damage you did to the defending Pokemon. So if you hit weakness, you're going to heal 20. If you just hit 10, you're going to heal 10. It's not bad. I mean, if it was like 60 or 70 HP, it would be really good. But sitting on 50 HP, you're kind of in one-shot range. But again, it's interesting. Another poke with Pokepower. There's a lot of Poke Bodies and Pokepowers in this deck, which is pretty cool. Venomoth is 80 HP. Poison Mothwind. Once during your turn before you attack, you may flip a coin. A lot of flipping. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. If tails, your active Pokemon is now poisoned. This power can't be used if Venomoth is affected by a special condition. I'm surprised it can poison itself. It shouldn't poison itself. But okay, it's not terrible. So the thing is, Venomoth doesn't have to be the active Pokemon to do this. So like if you know you're going to get knocked out anyway, I mean, go for it. It's a bit weird though. Stun Spore, flip a coin, if heads the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed, which is awesome. Yeah, this deck is very interesting. It's got a lot of coin flipping and a lot of special conditions, which I really, really appreciate from the deck. It's got quite a few Pokemon. Like, I could do without the Tartan Kricketune. The rest of them are actually fairly decent. The Pokemon are fairly decent from this. I mean, I'm really okay with this. Like, everything's doing special conditions or like hitting the bench or something. So there's a lot of like mechanics to this deck, which are really, really cool. It's a really, really cool concept. So Energy Exchanger, choose an energy card from your hand, show it to your opponent, put it on top of your deck. Search your deck for an energy card, show it to your opponent, then shuffle your deck. It's basically switching out if you need water or a grass energy, which is not a bad thing. Not bad. Pokeball, get what you want. Pokemon Com, get what you want. Elm's Training Method. Search your deck for an evolution card, show it to your opponent, put it into your hand. It's basically Incense. Evolution Incense. Profok's New Theory, shuffle your hand and draw 6 new cards. I mean, it's a Cynthia, it's great. Can't complain about that at all. Got a black belt in this deck. Interesting. You use this card only if you have more prize cards left than your opponent. During this turn, each of your Pokemon's attacks does 40 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So it can come in super, super clutch. For that extra 40 damage as a comeback mechanic is massive. So that's quite interesting. And then interviews questions with the top 8 cards of your deck. Choose as many energy cards as you like. Show them to your opponent and then put them into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. Again, pretty decent supporters. This is actually a pretty good deck. Like, overall, looking at this, I'm pretty happy with this deck. Yeah, it's kind of got good draws, got good support. It's got... The damage is a little bit low. The damage is a little bit lower than I would have liked, but it's really not bad. I'm interested to see how this is going to go. My first impression is... Why it's not working now? My first impression is that this is interesting. I like the amount of special conditions. I like the amount of support and like extra things you can do. So mechanically this deck is very interesting. I'm concerned about damage. I kind of feel like you're going to have to outplay your opponent. And going up against Unseen Depths is going to be really, really tough. It's not an easy deck to beat. I would definitely argue this is probably one of the best theme decks out there, if not the best. I know obviously I've got a high win rate with Cinderace, but I mean Unseen Depths is really, really up there for tough theme decks. This is not a bad opening hand, hey? I'm going second, which is a bit disappointing. Going first with this would be really cool. Because I can either go like build straight into Piloswine and just start swinging into my opponent, or I can go for the Yanmega. But I mean, like, is there really a point to go into Yanmega? Because I got Pokemon Com. I don't even know if it's worth... Because Yanmega... I don't think Yanmega's worth it. I think just going the Piloswine route. Let's just get that down. The other option is the Tentacool into Tentacruel kind of thing. Go Hyper Beam instead. But I kind of want to showcase the mascot of this deck. So I think I'm going to put Tentacool down. Let's hit Pokemon Com and let's see what we get from this. If I can get a Mamoswine. Alright, I can get my Mamoswine. Would Tentacool be better, is my question. And I don't think so. I think the Mamoswine just makes more sense. I do need to draw into another energy though, which is the only concern. I'm going to put the grass energy down for now, just in case. I'm just going to pass the turn. The thing is, I was kind of wondering if I should go into Tentacruel if, for this concern, the fact they're going to Apalm and Might Evolve into Ambipalm, which they did. In this case, the Tentacruel would have been better, because the Tentacruel could have stopped in this turn and paralyzed and poisoned my opponent's Pokemon. So that would have been better for me. 100% would have been better for me. I really hope you can't hear the construction in the background. So I'm a bit sad about that. Because I mean, even drawing Tentacool, I'm getting the energies going, which is not bad. But the problem is, I need more. The problem is, I can't. The issue is, I can't go into the Mamoswine. Or sorry, I can't use Blizzard because I'm gonna get knocked out. I can't risk it. I have to go for Icy Wind right off the bat. Oh, this is bad. Oh, that's bad. They're gonna switch out into Pillar Swine and knock me out. Props to my opponent. I should have gone for the Tentacruel. I was too greedy. Especially playing against Unseen Depths, I was way too greedy. That's really disappointing. Yeah, 100% you bye-bye throw this and get rid of Pillar Swine. Oh, that's really sad. Gotta put a lot into that Pillar Swine. I should have gone with my gut and gone for Tentacruel. That's very disappointing. Well played to my opponent there. Very quick game. Yeah, I should have gone Tentacruel there. I overcommitted to Mamoswine, and I didn't respect the Fion play. Well played to my opponent. Clean win on their side. Clean win. Yeah, just not a great play on my side there. I shouldn't have overcommitted. Like, there's plenty of time to get Mamoswine out. And I do feel like Mamoswine is more of a late game Pokemon. So I shouldn't have committed that deep into it. Ooh, interesting. Going into the Zamazenta deck. I really would have liked to go first with this. So I am playing into weakness with regards to Mamoswine. So I do need to keep that in mind. Not bad, actually. Going second with his hand is not a bad option. I mean, I've got the Yanmega for next turn. I don't know, it kind of... It's kind of determined by what my opponent has as a first active Pokemon. And if they're going to be hyper aggressive. If they're not going to be really aggressive... Ooh, okay, they got a bit of a slow start, which could be good for me. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to get an attack off with Yanma, but going to Yanmega a little bit later is not going to be bad. Alright, I was kind of hoping to draw into an energy there. I'm going to hold off on Venonat in case I need it for like a Pokemon communication or something. Let's go for a search here. Let's pick up those two. Let's pick up those two. Oh, let's pick that up. Alright, so we've got a very, very decent hand now in terms of energies. Kind of wondering if I want to take damage here for no reason. Because I only need one energy on that anyway. So maybe I must just let this go through. Let's just do this. Let's go retreat into Venonat. Let's just play a little bit of a slow game here. Let's just go Leech Life. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm okay taking a bit of damage. And I can go into Yanmega next turn anyway. I'm a little bit concerned by this. If they get into a very, very early Corviknight, I'm going to be in a real bad spot. And I'm a little bit concerned that happens. That's frustrating. That's certainly frustrating, but it does mean this attack through with Yanmega is going to be that much better with shoot through. Alright, let's get that down. Let's get that down. I'm going to go for the black belt here because I don't know how much damage I'm going to be able to do next turn if it does evolve. In terms of damage, I guess I'd rather go in some center. It's much of a muchness. It's actually a really bad matchup for me. Let's see. I'm really hoping this evolution doesn't come. Yeah, evolution's coming through. Oh, I'm in a bad spot. I'm in a really bad spot here. Yeah, Iron Wing is easy KO. I've still got to somehow get through 100. I need Tentacruel. I really need Tentacruel to come out. That is not a Tentacruel. I'm just gonna start charging up and hopefully get to Hyper Beam at some point. It's kind of where I'm sitting. That early Corviknight is an issue. 20 Corviknight is not easy to deal with. That's frustrating. I feel like this deck has potential and I'm just... yeah, just running into good setups for my opponents. Really good setups for my opponents. Big damage from Corviknight there. Let's go Psyduck. The issue is like even Tentacruel is gonna be a rough one. Alright, there's Pokeball. Please can we get this? Okay, we got it off. So we can go into Tentacruel. Alright. And let's get that down. I may as well go for Water Energy. And this is past turn. I don't want to evolve this turn because I really want to evolve next turn to get Tentavolve off. To get the Paralysis and the Poison. Which will be super, super clutch. Let's just go Rock. And let's see what happens here. Yeah, no surprise there. I'm playing so fast. I'm playing from behind, which is an issue. And I'm so far behind as well. This is kind of the only play I have. Thanks, deck. Thanks. I'm not going to drop an energy this turn. Because I guess I may as well. And let's just go for Tentavolve. The thing is, I don't have the damage to take it next turn. Oh man, I had the potion on top of that. That's just adding insult to injury. And I got the switch. That is very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Well played to my opponent though. Very, very good players. Nice game. Man, 2 really good setups for my opponent. Because like the last game, they just great setup. In this game, great setup. So 2 really, really tough games. I want to jump into one more. This deck is very interesting and has great mechanics. It's just, I feel like I'm hitting a wall here. I don't know, it feels weird. Like, it's got a lot of interesting things, but it just doesn't have the damage. I mean, it's tough to get those damage numbers off. Alright, bit of an older deck, going up against an Necrozma deck. So let's see what we can do with this. I got potential in this one. Man, I haven't won a single flip. 3 coin flips in a row. Not a great opening hand again. Like, I feel like this deck has a lot of draw and I just haven't come across it. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of draw, but decent supporters for an older type deck. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I feel like this deck has potential and it's just not showing it. When I say potential, I don't mean like game-breaking best theme deck in the game, but it has interesting mechanics. And they're just kind of not going off. Because, I don't know, this deck's HP just seems a little bit low. So the HP seems low and the damage seems a bit low. But it has interesting mechanics. So I think when the deck came out, it would have been quite fun. It would have been quite fun to play. But nowadays, with the expansion of the game, it's a bit difficult. I'm very, very curious if Pokemon Live is going to have a theme format, and I'm even more curious if new theme decks are going to come out. So the thing is, like, there's literally no point in me even attaching energy, because it's just going to get KO'd next turn. They all get KO'd by Tauros next turn. May as well start putting up Swinub. Swinub. Because it's just... Yeah, I'm considering the position where... no matter where I put the energy, it's going to get KO'd next turn. I guess arguably I shouldn't have played out all those cards. In case I draw like a Pokemon Com or something like that. But I'm just... I don't really know where to go with this deck. So I kind of want to have all my options open. Because, look, I don't have options in my hand. Realistically, I don't have options. Because Tauros just stomps all of these. Hands down stomps all of these. So it's trying to make the best of a bad situation. And in this situation, I'd rather kind of play for mid to late game. Because I know I've lost this early game. There is sweet nothing I can do in this situation. I mean, do I want to preserve the Yanma? I kind of want to save the Venonat in case it evolves. But at the same time, Yanma's switchability is just better. And yeah, let's just keep playing for late game. That's kind of all I can do at this point. Yeah. Send your heart back, my friend. They kind of know I'm in an awkward position because Berserker Tackle just runs over my entire deck. Well, my entire set of basic Pokemon at this point. Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult one. I'm kind of just throwing prize cards at them until something happens. So I really need a good draw here. Man, I should have kept it. That is super, super frustrating. Because at least, look, it's not a lot. But I mean, it's the poison and it's the paralysis. Possible paralysis. Which could have been really, really good. I needed Venomoth like a turn earlier. Yeah, nah, not happening. Not happening. Special Laser Necrozma. What is happening? My opponents have had great setups this day. What is happening? They've had fantastic setups. Oh, man. Alright. Well, Swinub, time to go to your death, my friend. Yeah, Black Belt, let's go. Ice Ball. 60 damage. I don't think I've taken a single prize card with this deck. Oh, man. 3 games and 3 absolute stomps. Now, it looks like they're going to give me a prize card. Alright, I can get Pillar Swine. I can do it, guys, but I can't evolve with it, which is really awkward. I can't do anything else either. Let's go Tentacool. Let's go Tentacool. Let's get Tentacool down. Let's go Ice Ball. Get 1 prize card. We did it. We got 1 prize card. Much love, Tucker. Much love. And let's see, what do we get? We get an energy. It's the wrong energy. Which means that Tentacool can't do anything, which is really, really awkward. I think our opponent's seriously playing the pity card right now, because they know they've won this game. But it's okay. We can do this. If I actually had to come back from this, I'm actually going to laugh so hard. So it would have been really cool going for the evolution, but I couldn't because A, I needed to get that knockout, and B, I didn't have another basic Pokemon out there. So I 100% had to make that play. And I mean here, like, sorry. If I draw into a water energy, I'll at least have a chance of doing something in this game. I'll drew the water energy, which is really good. Go Ice Ball. It's not going to do any damage because of barrier attack, but it's something at least. At least now I can get Tentacool off next turn. It would be really funny if I can actually get a Hyper Beam off and get rid of the special energy. Because, like, look, I'm still going to get KO'd. But at least I can get rid of the special energy, which will be just bragging points. It is a coin flip, so there's a 50% chance of getting it off. So it's most certainly not guaranteed. But it would be pretty cool if I get it off. Let's get that down there. Let's charge that a little bit further. And get that down just in case. And let's go for the Tank Evolve. Really cool ability. Really, really cool ability. I must say, this Tentacool is honestly probably my favorite card in this deck. Just because it has options, which I really, really appreciate. It's like perfect world here. Obviously, I know I'm not getting this one. But what I could do here is just as a cool play, if I could top deck energy and get a Hyper Beam off and get rid of my opponent's special energy. It's literally just a this is cool kind of thing. It's not going to win me the game. 100% it's not going to win me the game. I know that much. But it will just be pretty cool if we can get it off. Alright. We got the interviewer's questions, which means we should get some energies from this. Let's see what we can do. Let's drop that energy, and let's go for Hyper Beam. Can we get that special energy off? Yes, we can! Alright. That is so great. Okay, my video's just been made. I am so happy with that. That was great. Thank you to my opponent for letting that happen. I really do appreciate it. Like, I know Tentacruel's getting absolutely wrecked here. Like, I know. I knew this was coming. I saw it coming. I'm not sad about it. But just the fact that I was able to get rid of the special energy is totally worth it. And I really think, well, especially with these order type decks, it's the little things. You gotta appreciate the little things. Because let's be serious, I wasn't walking into the series winning. 100%, I know I wasn't walking into this winning anything. But it's the little victories, the little moments like that, which make it really, really fun with these old type decks. Yeah, that was really, really cool. Well played to my opponent. That was a lot of fun, and I definitely enjoyed that one. I got the special energy, so I take that as a win, and I even got a prize card this game. So, yeah. Overall, this deck is very interesting. It has a lot of interesting mechanics, and a lot of interesting like Poke powers and abilities and things like that. It's not a great deck. The damage count is just too low, and the HPs are a bit low, and it plays quite slowly. But a lot of very interesting ideas and a lot of interesting things you can do with the deck. I'll get there eventually. As always, thank you so much for the recommendation. I love seeing which theme decks you suggest, and it does make it a bit interesting for me choosing which ones to play. So thank you for the suggestion. I really do appreciate it. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the views and the support and the likes. It really goes a long way. And for all of you who subscribe to these videos, I really, really do appreciate it. So, thanks so much for watching, everyone, and until next time, cheers, enjoy.